What makes a house a home? We asked the people of Scotland to enter their houses into Scotland's Home of the Year. Now, our judges are visiting the top 3 from each region, choosing one each episode to go through to our national final. Scoring them on architectural merit, distinctive design and original style are architect Danny Campbell.
What I'm looking for in a home is life, a livable space framed by the energy and passion of the owners.
Mull-based interior designer Banjo Beale.
It's that combination of the best bits of your past, parts of your present, and most importantly, room to grow.
And interior designer Anna Campbell-Jones.
It should be inspirational, atmospheric, and accessible, but have that most important ingredient, love.
Yes.
I love it when a home matches my lipstick.
I'm in heaven.
In the end, only one can be Scotland's Home of the Year. Today, our judges are visiting the shortlist in the Highlands and the Islands. Starting in the Isle of Skye with a compact tin-clad home overlooking Loch Harport. Tiny Skye Cabin has been home to Lena and Thor for the past year.
So I really like about it that it kind of blends in. It almost feels like a little agricultural shed, and then you step into it and then you see, oh wow, actually it's bigger than you imagine it from the outside. Someone called it a small cathedral in a way because it has like this headspace.
We wanted to have a staircase and something like a mezzanine.
I think this is quite a nice feature to have a proper staircase in a very small space. And then of course the views. You just can stare out of the window basically the whole day and it doesn't get boring. The favorite moment I had when we were building this cabin is when we had to erect a wooden pit, basically, and a lot of neighbors came and helped to kind of push it up all together, and it was like raining like this, so it was a really great moment of community coming together to help build this cabin. I think it's very grounding to be in here.
Yeah, because in cities, most of the time you look either in close distance or in mid distance. And here, the cabin invites you to look into the long distance, which calms you instantly.
The ground floor of their compact home contains a combined kitchen, living space and a wet room. And there's a mezzanine bedroom above. Outside, there's a wraparound deck with loch view.
This is our favorite spot of the home because we start every day here having breakfast, watching the Cuillin Mountains. And then during the day we also work here on this table, and in the evening we have supper and watch the fire. So it's really the heart of our home.
Armed with only the basic facts about the property and its owners, the judges will now get their first glimpse of the tiny Skye cabin.
Wowee. Emphasis on the we. Scotland's tiniest home.
It's minute, isn't it? But it's right up on this hill and looks like it's made of tin. Bet that makes a racket when it's raining.
So it's kind of MOD grey, isn't it? It looks a little bit like a lookout or a signal box or something.
Yes, puts the tin in tiny. Let's go see how small it is.
Oh, let's close that door.
Oh, that's better.
Oh,
Look at this.
wow.
Dinky little kitchen.
They've crammed a lot in here, haven't they? It's not the size that counts, it's how you use it.
Yes.
It's like being inside a plywood box inside a tin box. And you've got to plan your cooking well because there's just the 2 rings on that induction hob.
There's so many clever little details in here. I like that there's no splashback, not changing the minimalism of it. And these circular cutouts on the handles, you're not getting snagged on anything when you're walking past each other.
Yeah, they've kept it simple, but it takes a bit of restraint to do that, doesn't it?
Oh, here's the favourite spot.
Budge up.
OK.
Oh, wow. OK, so this is a home for 2 people. I'm not
Clearly.
welcome.
Thanks for
OK.
visiting.
Well, obviously, this is the favourite spot because this is where you do nearly everything, eating, reading, chatting, working, whilst looking across at that absolutely spectacular panorama.
And there's a lot of room in here. I mean, They're probably having discos in here.
Oh, I might be doing my Pilates, looking at that view.
Yeah, you could have a dozen friends over.
Is this a fold-out table?
Oh, okay. Now there's
can
room
stay.
for me. I think they've nicked a few ideas from a caravan. I saw one sitting out there. Spaces flipping out, folding up, modular.
Yeah, even that ottoman over there has got pockets in the side for storage and a tray on top to turn it into a coffee table. So everything in this home has probably got to have at least 2 functions, if not more.
Oh.
Okay.
Sofa. Room for 3 this time.
This is a sofa.
Oh, this is so comfortable.
I do like that you can kind of just reach down into your pantry for a snack.
Oh,
That's design. And I could just, you know, whip up a meal without
Yeah.
moving.
And that's great, that mezzanine, they've got open shelving as well, so you can reach up there, get your plate for your snacks.
I think this would benefit from some seat pads and some more cushions so that you could really relax and look over the water.
Oh, wow, look at this shower.
Ooh.
What a spot to get ready for the day, just staring out over the naked landscape.
Right at that tugboat there. Perfect view for both of them. You know, normally having a bathroom right off your kitchen is a no-go, but when you're walking in the front door, this is kind of probably acting as a bit of a mudroom, isn't it, to kind of clean up after?
Yeah, you've got the back door here as well, so you could probably stomp in, wash yourself off if you're all filthy from being down at the beach.
Yeah.
I love that they've kept the materiality really consistent as well. It's the same sort of colour scheme, but they've kept it really low-key.
Yeah. I tell you what, these are usually ugly too. That's handsome.
Well, Banjo, don't press the button by accident.
Hey, I didn't know that's what it did.
Oh, lovely.
Hello.
So this is where you relax and this is where you read. Do everything in bed.
But from here, we're getting no view at all. We're seeing the ground outside that way, and nothing out this
You
side.
are when you're sitting down.
Yeah, this is all about the view from bed.
Try?
Get in.
Yes. From here, I can see all the way up the sea in both directions.
I feel like we're in Marie Kondo's house. She says just throw it out if it doesn't spark joy. So these guys are throwing a lot of stuff out.
And there's no way of covering the windows at night. So you probably go to bed when it's dark and get up when it's light.
Or go to bed when it's light and get up when it's dark. Island life.
What will Anna, Banjo, and Danny make of the tiny sky cabin? One judge's score will be held back until they've seen all 3 homes, when their combined scores will be revealed.
We stepped into this beautifully compact eye of an island storm, which is just the epitome of what micro home living can be. Every individual space was being utilised for storage, circulation, or functional space. But there were still some wow moments with that double height living area, the corner glazed window, and so many moments where you could enter and exit the building. I'm going to give this home a 9.
It's a tiny tin home, but it packs a whole lot of punch. Flipping tables, settees as pantries, everything's working twice as hard in half the amount of space. It's a lovely feeling inside, but for me, I don't know if I could live in a space this small. I'm giving this home an 8.
Everything in this home is completely pared back. But in a location like this, material things aren't as important. This is a cozy base for exploring the great outdoors. You're actually pretty much all the time in one space. It's a very connected way of living, as long as you get on really well with your partner.
Next, we're sticking in Skye to visit a traditional bungalow. Caroline and Lee moved to Incalla Cottage just over 2 years ago with their dog Nuala.
It was a bit of a fixer-upper. We were just so pleased to find a house in our budget. We weren't really bothered by the fact that it needed a lot of cosmetic work done. We haven't really done any structural work. That hasn't really been in our budget so far, but in terms of decorating, we've pretty much covered every room in the house. We've done everything. I've done a lot of it. Lee's very good at getting on board with all of my kind of ideas that I have.
I just do as I'm told.
You really are influenced by your surroundings, and obviously we've got the coastal view out the front, and suddenly I just was really drawn to blue and decorating with blue, and then at the back we've got the mountain, and I'm drawn to greens here. I love it because it's us and it's ours.
Yeah, proud of how we've done it on a very tight budget. And things like the bookcase are a big achievement, and that we've done it.
Their cosy home contains a kitchen, a combined lounge and dining space, a bathroom and 2 bedrooms.
This is my favourite spot in the home because it's the place in the house where you get both the sea view and the mountain view, and it's by the fire. Nuala loves to chill out on this rug here, and it's also the place that people seem to gravitate towards when they come visit the house.
What will the judges think of Incalla Cottage?
Wow. It's a magnificent mountain location for such a teeny-weeny little home.
It's sandwiched between that mountain and the sea views out over to Rasse. It's beautiful.
Mountainers climb up the stairs as well to get to that front door.
Oh, you need a packed lunch to get up there.
It's got a very welcoming red front door and that lovely traditional painted white cottage. It really does look like a kind of quintessential Skye home.
It's simple and unapologetic and maybe a little bit scruffy. I quite like it.
Sounds like me.
Should we see what the view's like from up the top?
Yeah, let's go.
Look at that wall-mounted candle for when you've got a power cut.
Beautiful sort of William Morris style wallpaper.
And look at that ochre kind of ceiling as well. This is a dose of sunshine, isn't it, on a rainy Skye day?
It's like it's been turned upside down, isn't it? You've got the white floor and white up to the dado, and then wallpaper above, and then the coloured ceiling. Normally you'd have the wallpaper going up to the picture rail and then plain above. So I feel like I'm in an upside down space.
Yeah, they've flipped the script here, haven't they?
Oh, here's the heart.
Oh, you've got the big chair. I'm going to sit on this little tiny stool.
From this spot, I'm getting a perfect view out to sea and right up to the top of the mountain.
It's absolutely incredible, isn't it? I'm also really enjoying the very relaxed mixture of vintages in this space. We've got some really solid pine Victorian furniture, but also a bit of ladder racks in the corner.
We're relaxed vintages as well, us two, aren't we?
Yes, and look, 3 little Bakewell tarts for us.
Oh.
For 3 well-baked tarts.
Speak for yourself.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Oh, cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Oh, gorgeous. Homemade. But look at that, the table's already set for us.
It's a beautiful little area, isn't it? And by having that built-in bookcase picked out in that smoky blue, it creates a different atmosphere to the other side of the room.
Yeah.
Normally you'd pair dining with the kitchen space, but it's actually quite sophisticated to have it with the living area.
Yeah, I know a charity shop gallery wall when I see one. That is perfect. It's a hodgepodge of different prints, but it works so beautifully, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's really lovely. I love the fact that all the frames are just the frames they came with. It's just, again, it's that relaxed feel.
And they've even hung a banjo on the wall. Beautiful, Mama.
Especially for you.
Yeah. Ooh.
Ooh.
Lovely.
It's very bright in here, and what a lovely spot to sit out and look out to sea.
This is a space you herkle-durkle in.
What's herkle-durkling?
To stay in bed all day. You not heard of that?
No.
God, you got to herkle-durkle more.
We work too hard.
And look at that little petite print by the bed there. Again, it might be charity shop art, but they've curated it, and it's about bringing the outside in.
Yeah, it's really unpretentious, isn't it? Like these lamp bases, which you would expect to see in a completely different style of home. Again, possibly a charity shop find, made to look intentional in here.
Yeah. Oh.
This is lovely, isn't it? I love this green colour on the unit. We've got a similar palette of colours and patterns that we've seen elsewhere in the home, but used in different proportions to create a different atmosphere.
Yeah. Oh, look, I love that. The stripped back kind of pine floor. The painted cabinets looks like an old unit. They've taken the doors off maybe as well.
There's something really real about having the boiler right there and then the pulley right in front of you as well. They've got these baskets hanging. They've got all the little shelving and spice racks tucked away. They've really used all the available space. And it still feels generous.
I love that. I feel like you just pick up your basket, skip outside, go foraging, and then whip up a meal. Isn't this cozy?
It's lovely. The walls are the same colour as the ceiling in the hall.
Is it?
Yeah.
I guess it's not getting much light in this room, is it? Feels darker.
I think that's fine for a bedroom to be dark. I quite like it when a bedroom is tucked right to a deeper part of the building.
Yeah.
I completely agree. Strange feeling.
That's the first. I'll take it. There's so many nice features in here that are all working together. The stained window frames, the brass ironmongery around the pull-out light. Very rich and tonal.
And we've got more of these artworks that are clearly of the space around.
And what a little spot to craft a noon.
Afternoon.
You don't craft a noon? I craft a noon.
How will the judges score in Calla Cottage?
This carefully curated, cute country cottage has so much to love about it. The thing that I like the most, actually, is the collection of little objects and finds from junk shops and charity shops and the way that they have been put together in a personal and playful way. This home also shows that you can achieve a lot without spending a lot of money. Much of the impact has been achieved with paint. I'm going to give this home a 10.
This home has been styled with a meticulous vision for colour, fabrics, pattern and objects. The result is a relaxed, comfortable home, rich with a twee charm and character. I particularly enjoyed the scruffiness in this home. The mismatched fence, the scuffed kitchen floor, the frayed edges and the little layout irregularities. I'm giving this home a 9.
This home's like a little surprise treat. You unwrap it and inside it's just this warm and wonderful little calm space that's so inviting and full of things that the homeowner clearly loves or have collected on their travels. It's just lovely.
The final home in the Highlands and Islands is a farmsteading conversion in Kiltarlity near Inverness. After a 7-year renovation, La Hacienda is now home to Gordon, Sandra, their 8-month-old son Diego and Benji the Yorkshire Terrier.
When I first took this on, it was like this building behind us. Rusty roof trusses were falling apart, no electrics, no water. So I built it from the ground up. Maybe 70–80% of the house I've done myself. It's almost like the Forth Road Bridge. It's just almost like an endless task. And then friends and family chipping in and helping along the way. I've always liked traditional buildings. I kind of wanted to make it modern, but at the same time keep the traditional side of the building. Sandra's style is the same as myself as well, and she's helped with a lot of the interior design inside to try and put some Spanish touches.
Especially because I love cooking. The kitchen was very important as well, and also the bathrooms, because it's like a place to stay, having a bath and relaxing.
We entered the competition to try to motivate other self-builders to say, look, you can do it. I'm a landscaper, I'm not a builder.
He was working very hard to achieve his goal. I feel like if you want it, you can do it. With motivation and passion, you can build your own house. Why not?
Their L-shaped home contains a kitchen cum entertainment space, 3 bedrooms, 1 with ensuite, 2 bathrooms and another open-plan kitchen, dining and living space.
This is our favourite room in the home because we spend most of our time here as a family. Diego will be on the floor crawling around, Sandra will be in the kitchen cooking up a storm, and we've got the amazing views, and sometimes the deer come up the hill and we watch them playing around in the fields, which is very special for us.
time for the judges to get their first view of La Hacienda.
Wow. Really sunken into the landscape, isn't it?
Yeah, they've played with those levels so nicely.
I love this post here, this timber post with that joint at the top. It almost feels a bit Japanese.
I think it was a steading, but they've clearly extended it in different ways. It'll be fun to see where the old building and the new interact as we go through.
Yeah, I hope they've kept a lot of the old stuff inside, because so far, so good. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We've also got an air source heat pump and an amazing solar panel array on the roof. So a sustainable one.
Yeah.
I'm dying to have a look inside. Let's go.
Okay.
Ooh.
You're right, I'm getting Japan.
Yes, with this slatted screen. That's exactly what I was thinking.
I feel like it's always hard to find the right way for the stone to meet the plaster, and that is a very creative, wavy way to do it.
I feel like this existing stone could have been the star of the show in here, but it's almost getting lost with kind of all the other bits and materials that are kind of competing for our attention.
Oh, that's neat, those storage drawers. Drawerage.
Oh.
Yes.
Shall I?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Now.
Sneaky, sneaky drawer.
That storage in the stairs is really clever, but I'm seeing other clever bits of storage. There's a hidden door up there, and I can see one up here as well. Let's have a look.
Are you going to go inside?
Look at this.
Wow.
All right, guys, see you later.
It's Narnia, we've lost him.
Oh,
Ooh, hi, guys.
Scotland's Hole of the Year.
Wow, what a view. This is the spot. Wow.
Sitting here, you can imagine that no other humans exist.
That's why I'm facing the view and not you two. Nothing personal, it's just a lovely view.
They've clearly gone for a slab that is the same colour palette as the concrete floor in here, but that big, chunky threshold is stopping them merging into one indoor-outdoor space.
Interesting orientation, though. We have got a beautiful view if you kind of crink your neck, but the real nice views out this little window.
Yeah, I've got the best vantage point, I think, because I can see through these two windows, but also into the kitchen, and quite the craziest breakfast bar I have ever seen. Kind of quite Flintstones, isn't it?
Yabba dabba doo. It's like a standing stone, isn't it, in your kitchen?
So what came first, the house or the stone?
I don't know. I think that's a missed opportunity for a knife rack, Excalibur, every morning, and you butter your croissant.
It's really unusual to have such a sculptural piece right in the middle of what should be your most functional space.
Otherwise, a very generous kind of kitchen, isn't it? Look at those beams. That's an interesting feature. Do you think they had an architect, or it's a kind of DIY, imagine it themselves job?
I wouldn't go as far as to say DIY, but I'm not sure. It does feel like somebody has had their own creative adventure here, and they've just thrown all sorts of different moments and, creative pursuits at it.
And thrown the rule book out the window.
Yes, yes. But, that's the point, isn't it? You make your home the way you want it.
Exactly.
Like, sod the rules.
I love that.
Oh, yes, here we are. Perfect bedroom for a workaholic.
It's a bedroom.
Wow. Hello.
You can wake your partner up with some frantic tapping.
These guys are burning the candles at both ends.
I think it's a very novel placement of the bed as well, right bang in the middle of the room. I think having this little partition, you might as well use it for something.
I suppose, although it seems like an unusual combination of functions, it's quite sensible because you're unlikely to ever be working at the same time as you're sleeping.
This room is working hard. Nursery, bedroom, office, dressing room, and it's all geared to that view. Hey.
Ooh, we've got a really lovely wallpaper in here. Wasn't expecting that. I've not seen any pattern in the home so far.
They've gone for the wavy pattern around the stonework again that we saw in the hallway, but I think the way they've dealt with it in these niches is much more successful. It really highlights the stone, but keeps it all clean and minimal.
So I do love that in an evening, those niches lit up with candles. This would be a really relaxing space. It might come into its own.
How will the judges score La Hacienda?
I think this home had a really good base to work with the stone buildings. It's kind of been made on the hoof as well. Lots of little interesting things have been added as the building evolves. It feels like this was a really personal project to bring to life. Now I'd love to see them bring more personality to the space inside. I'm giving this home an 8.
When travelling all across Scotland, we see so many ruined stone buildings, and it's wonderful to see one brought back to life in such an imaginative way. I really admire the way this homeowner has used quite inexpensive materials such as pine and concrete and plywood. This is a home that's filled with fun, and I think it will be a wonderful place for children to grow up with so much connection to the outdoors. I'm going to give this home a 7.
The owners have celebrated the original stone walls of the steading, which works really well with the black composite cladding, the window frames, and the corrugated metal roofing. I would have loved to have seen that elegant use of old and new continue through the home. I've been totally inspired by the owners' courage and ambition to tackle such a complex conversion, possibly learning along the way and without a fully detailed plan.
Now that the judges have seen all 3 homes, the final scores can be revealed. First, it was the tiny sky cabin.
This cute little tin box of a home. Banjo, you gave it an 8. And Danny gave it a 9. I really admired the way they had packed so much into such a small volume, using relatively inexpensive materials in that absolutely stunning location. So I gave the Tiny Sky Cabin a 10.
Wow.
So that gives Tiny Sky Cabin 27.
Next, also in Skye, was Incala Cottage.
I gave it a 10. And Danny gave it a 9. Banjo, did it capture your heart?
Well, yeah, it was like a little biscuit, hard on the outside, gooey and delicious in the center. It was warm and calm and collected. I gave it a 10.
Wow!
Ooh.
So that gives Ancala Cottage 29.
And finally, La Hacienda in Kiltarlity, near Inverness.
Which Banjo gave an 8 to. I gave it a 7. Danny, how about you?
Well, it was an almost overwhelmingly beautiful site for quite an ambitious conversion. For me, the sheer volume of features and some of the detailing has maybe detracted a little bit too much from the simple beauty of the amazing setting. I gave it a 7.
So that gives La Hacienda 22. So our finalist for the Highlands and Islands is Ancala Cottage. Oh, what a cute, cute finalist.
Total sweetie.
Good luck, little house.
Incala Cottage wins in the Highlands and Islands and is one step closer to becoming Scotland's Home of the Year. Next time,
Hello.
the judges are in the south.
A terrace.
Hello.
Wow.
As the search continues for Scotland's Home of the Year.